Guys,
Hi,
it's Nasiran and
Wanjiku.
so today we are at BOMAS of Kenya, and we have different type of tourism, and apart from the wildlife and maybe the coastal, we have cultural tourism where a tourist exploits the different cultures of Kenya. And today we have decided to practice cultural tourism, and we have visited one of the cultural villages, which is BOMAS of Kenya, and it is located in Lang'ata, which is approximately 10 kilometers from Nairobi CBD.
Yeah, so the BOMAS of Kenya was started in 1971. So the BOMAS of Kenya was formed in 1971 by the Kenyan government, and it was wholly owned by the TFC, the Tourism.
Finance Cooperative.
Yeah, and the purpose of the BOMAS of Kenya is to preserve and maintain the different diverse ethnical cultures of the different communities in Kenya.
So it is expected to present the authenticity of the Kenyan culture in its pure form. The BOMAS of Kenya plays a bigger role in developing and promoting cultural tourism in Kenya. So we are going to show you some of the things that are found here from different communities, and we hope you enjoy and learn. So see you in the video.
So the first community I'm going to be telling you guys about is the Mijikenda community. This where I'm standing right now is the watchtower of the Mijikenda community. This was how it was built. Like all the other houses of that community, the grass was thatched from the top going down. The watchtower. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is the store where they kept dried vegetables. So as you can see, and then Mijikenda, as I've told you earlier, they used to thatch their grass from the top. Like they start thatching from here going downwards. So as you can see inside here, there is a place for putting the dried vegetables. They kept them here. They used to dry them using the sun. And after they are dried, they used to be kept here. We're going to be showing you the homestead, and first we have the house of the husband. So join us. Watch your heads, watch your heads. As you can see, it is very dark inside here. You can see it has several compartments. This is the bedroom, and it is separated. As you can see, they usually separated the parts of the house. This is the bedroom, as in the house was divided into groups, into various sections. Yes. And here is the cooking, where they used to cook. Like it's just like a normal house, it's just that this one is smaller. And yeah, because even the normal house has a kitchen, has a bedroom, has a living room, so it's just the same. It's just that this one is a little more traditional. Right outside we have the workshop. This is where they used to do all the building, where they used to build. Right here is the workshop. Next we have the second wife hut, or maybe we can start with the first wife's hut, because it is remarkable. It is larger than even the husband's hut. As you can see, very fine details. As you can see, the grass, it looks really nice. Let us have a look inside. You can see even this one has compartments. It has a place for cooking, a cooking area. I don't know if we are allowed to call it a kitchen. We have the first wife's bed. As you can see, it is very large, even larger than the husband's, because she was sleeping with her children over here. And it is high, it is above the ground, as you can see. Here it is, the bedroom in finer detail. The living room, the kitchen, and now we are moving on to the second wife's house. The second wife's house. As you can see, the structure is the same for all the houses. Here is the living room and also the kitchen. They used to sit here while cooking for the guests. They also have a guest house, by the way. They were very generous people, expecting guests. Yeah now. Here we have her bedroom. It is smaller than the first wife's bed. She even has a pillow. Yeah, very nice. And you see these poles at the center, very strong to hold the hut family. They are there, the poles are there for each hut. Now we're going to show you the guest house, but we won't enter since the structure is basically the same. But this is how it looks, except the guest house doesn't have a kitchen because a guest can't come and cook for themselves. Yeah now. So this is basically the guest house. And yeah, that is basically it.
The Luo homestead, the Luo are Nilotes, and their huts were circular in shape because circle meant a center of being, and it was the work of the male to build the huts. It was a taboo for female to thatch huts, so the male they constructed the huts, and the women helped in smearing mud on the huts. And on the left we have I'm just telling you about small facts about how these houses are before we go and look at them. So on the left we have the Simba, they used to call it Simba, and that is where the unmarried sons will sleep. On the right we have the grandmother's hut, and that is where girls will spend their time while they were being taught how to take care of their future families. And directly behind me we have the largest hut in the homestead, and it was the first wife's hut, and all ceremonies, including the drinking of beer and all the ceremonies, were conducted from that hut. So let's take a closer look at the hut. First hut, from when you enter the gate on the left side, and it is the boys' hut. It was called Simba, and the unmarried sons of the homestead will sleep in this hut. So it is a little bit larger compared to the previous homestead that we went to. And this was the fireplace. The house is not sectioned into different parts. Yeah, that's all about the Simba. So here we have the second wife's granary. This is where the second wife will keep her foodstuffs. And let's check out where the second wife used to live. So this was the second wife's hut, and let's take a look. We have the fireplace. I think this used to be the bed. This community, the Luo community, they are polygamous. That's why you can see we have the second wife's hut, the first wife's hut, and the third wife's hut. So this one, the smallest, actually it's the smallest in this homestead, it's the husband's hut. So the husband will sleep here, so the wives will interchange and come and visit their husband. So let's try and get in. I don't know if you're going to fit. The door is so small. So this is the husband's hut. Very small. It's very small, the smallest in this homestead. And here we have the husband's hut. We have the first wife's granary. It is bigger compared to the other granaries that probably you're going to see. And yeah, it is bigger. So let's take a look at the first wife's hut. It is the biggest, as I told you earlier, and they used to conduct all the ceremonies from this hut. Yeah, probably because of the space. I think the first wives were the luckiest. Take care. They even have a corridor. Even this other side. And we have the fireplace at the center with very strong pole. It is small. This is where the foodstuffs that belong to the husband were kept. On to the second last hut in this homestead. We have the third wife's hut. We're not going to enter because they are similar to the other ones that we've entered before. They have a window. You can see the window. And here, the third wife's granary. Lastly, we have the grandmother's hut. As I told you before, this is where the girls will spend their time. They will sleep here while they were being taught how to take care of their future families. The structure is still the same, the fireplace. Yeah. So the Luo homestead, they were made in such a way that anybody who will enter the homestead would automatically know where the husband is, where the husband's hut is, where the first wife's hut is, and yeah, they fenced their homestead with euphobia, which was commonly, or it was known as a joke. So that's all about the Luo community's homestead. Let's move to the next community.
And the Kalenjins were basically made up of the Nandi, Kipsigis, Marakwet, Tagen, and Keyo. And in all of the homesteads, the wives are the ones who usually build them. But in the Nandi and Tagen, they usually only plastered the insides with mud, while they plastered the insides and the outsides. So the first hut you'll see is the first wives. So let us take a look at the structure. Have the boys' hut, the boys who are not circumcised. So the hut was basically small since not a lot of activity was happening here. There we have the granary. This is where they kept the food substances, and directly across the gate we have the first wife's hut. As you can see, it is very large to accommodate the kids when they were smaller before they move out. Let us take a look at it inside. So as we enter, we have the cooking area, the kitchen, the fireplace. This is how it looked like. And the first wife's hut had two doors. the main door and the back door was for the husband to use when he was coming to the wife's hut. So here we have her bedroom, and this is the door where the husband used to use when he was coming here. As you can see, these places were very well ventilated with the natural windows. Very well ventilated. So there we have the grandmother's hut. It is very small. We are just going to give you a sneak peek of what is inside, because all of these things are basically the same. That are the Kipsigis hut, because they are plastered both on the inside and on the outside. Next, you're going to be looking at the Nandi and Tagent's huts. The hut we have here is the married son's hut. When they got married, they were built for a special hut for them. So this is how it looked like. And as you can see, it is only plastered on the inside. Outside here, it just has the wood and the ropes that were used to stitch it together. Yeah. Behind me, we have the second wife's hut and the granary. The structure is the same, so we are not going to enter.
In this section we have the pastoral communities homesteads, and we are not going to look at the others because of time. We're going to find some other time and look at them. We're going to show you, but as per today, we're going to look at my community, the my community. I want to show you how my ancestors used to live. So our huts were called manyatas, and it was the responsibility of the women to build them, and they will build them according to their own height. So as you all know, we are one of the famous communities in Africa, because of we are one of the few communities that have maintained their culture. And yeah, so let me show you their huts. Used to look like. And here we have the second wife's hut. It is very small, and we have the fireplace. Let's get in. So this was the bedroom. Their house was sectioned into different areas. That is the bed, as you can see, the window, and the fireplace. We still are also a polygamous community. That's why you can see the homestead has several huts for different wives. And here we have the first wife's hut. The structure is generally the same. We have the fireplace, the bedroom where she will sleep. Yeah. Our houses were very well ventilated. You can see each house has a window or several windows. Let's go to the husband's hut. The owner of the homestead, the head of the homestead. So this is where the husband will sleep. And as you can see, the manyata, the house is made out of the cow dung. You can see the cow dung, the cow urine, sticks and mud. So let's check the husband's house. We have the fireplace here and the bedroom with windows, several windows. We have the cow shed. And here, this manyata, it was the hut for the married son of the second wife. We're not going to enter because they are just on the same. There we have the married son of the first wife's hut, and here we have the third wife's hut. So that is all about my community. Let's check out on this community.
To be looking at the Kikuyu community, which is a Bantu speaking community which settled in the central part of Kenya. So Kikuyus they used to be farmers. We were farmers and we planted things such as maize, millet, sorghum, and we also did things such as trading, and we traded with communities such as Masai, Kamba, Ameru, and the Kikuyu originated from two people. That came from two people. It is believed that we came from Kikuyu and Mombi, which had 9 daughters: Wairimo, Wanjiku, Wangoi, Nyambura. Believed that when they were praying, they prayed for God to, when it was finally time for the daughters to get married, Kikuyu and Mombi prayed to God, and the next day the 9 sons, the 9 men suddenly appeared and they intermarried with these 9 daughters, and from those 9 daughters is where we get the other communities of the Kikuyu. As you can see here in this homestead, they used to live in houses called Nyoba, and in a community it was called Itora, but when people are together it's called Bare. Like a Bare is a clan, Itora is a community. So right here, and our houses were made of wood, as you can see, and also grasses, finely thatched grasses. As you can see, this one is a grandmother's hut. Let us take at how it looks like inside. So it is small, but it is very well organized. Like the fireplace, it is separated from the bedroom, from the living room. Yeah, now we have to be organized people. So taking a look at the next hut, we also had granaries. You see, all these are granaries because we were farmers, so, and also we were polygamous, so each wife had their own granary. We have 3 granaries. There we have the first wife's granary, at the middle we have the second wife's granary, third wife's granary, and on my right we have the second wife's hut. Here we have the first wife's hut, and we're going to enter and see how it looks like. It is bigger than all the other wives' huts because the first wife had to be given the respect that she deserved. And as you can see, it is very large. Like, it looks just like a modern house. It is very large. This was the fireplace, the dining, the table room, very large. Here we have the bedroom. As you can see, it looks so comfortable. I feel like I can sleep here. It looks so comfy. Let us look at where her children used to sleep before they got of age, because when the sons reached the time of circumcision, they had a different place to sleep. You see, so most likely these were the children's, maybe the girls, or when the boys were younger. So right here we have the husband's hut, and we are going to look at how his was made. So the husband's hut was very simple and it's smaller than the first wife's because it's only him who stays here. It has the fireplace, the Kikuyu community, but we cannot finish it all in one vlog. But if you have any questions about today's communities that we have just discussed, or any other communities, you are free to ask in the comment section. We are going to have a part 2 of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. We love you.